Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Honda aircraft receives production certificate from FAA. Lam Aviation works toward flying safety. Sully movie faces a lawsuit. Hello, I'm Christopher C. Odom. It's July 14, 2016, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Honda Aircraft has announced that the company received their production certificate from the FAA late last week. Honda Aircraft Company is building the HA-420 HondaJet jet at its world headquarters in Greensboro, North Carolina. Honda Aircraft Company President and CEO Michimasa Fujino said in part, "This is a great achievement for our company as an aircraft manufacturer, and it is a very important milestone for ramping up production. Honda Aircraft has demonstrated our commitment to build aircraft of the highest quality and that meet stringent safety requirements." The production certificate grants Honda Aircraft the authorization to produce, flight test, and issue airworthiness certificates for HondaJet for customer deliveries. Honda Aircraft has been steadily ramping up production since receiving FAA-type certification for the HondaJet last year. Lam Aviation has announced the availability of what they call the first new wing flight control system in generations. The company claims it provides aircraft manufacturers with a low-risk pathway to achieve significant performance, handling, and safety gains. The company says the Lam Aero System is based on a novel approach to using aileron and flap panels that exploits new interactions between the panels, while also uncoupling traditional interdependent sizing relationship between ailerons and flaps. Lam says their system can provide a configuration that can limit the loss of control and stall spin departure by allowing a smaller wing to produce more lift while improving roll control at slow speeds. At EAA AirVenture, Lam will be displaying the Lam Aero System on a modified Columbia 300 named a Columbia Volant. They say the Volant is the first aircraft to integrate anti-spin and high-lift technology in one package. The company says that they will begin licensing their technology soon and is planning to retrofit Lam Aero Systems for general aviation aircraft in both experimental and type certificate versions. After the break, consultant sues producers of the Sully movie.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Since the early days of powered flight, pilots have struggled with landing in crosswinds. In fact, crosswinds and wind gusts cause more landing accidents than fog, thunderstorms, and icing combined. That's where the Redbird X-Wind SE comes in. By placing pilots in gusty crosswind conditions for extended periods of time, the X-Wind SE gives instructors all the time they need to teach the pilot the proper techniques for landing in crosswind conditions. For more information on Redbird X-Wind SE and Redbird's entire line of flight training devices, visit www.redbirdflightsimulation.com.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, our website, or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. For years, dramatized motion pictures have been used to portray actual events, and such is the case with the aviation event often referred as the Miracle on the Hudson. However, it appears the movie production may be encountering challenges of its own, and they are not caused by bird strikes. A lawsuit has been filed against the producers of the biographical drama Sully by a consultant who says he has not been paid for his services. Vulture.com reports that the pilot, Scott Heger, says he had an oral contract with Tim Moore, the producer of Sully, to be sure that the airplane used in the film was a true representation of the A320 that famously ditched in the Hudson River. It's reported that Heger is now claiming he's owed $250,000 for his 6 months' work. Heger has named Warner Brothers Entertainment, Kiki Tree Pictures, and more personally in the suit. Of course, Captain Sullenberger will be portrayed in the movie by none other than Tom Hanks. Wow. Mimble to business students, oral contracts are a very, very, very bad idea. It's Thursday, which means that it's time to reflect on the news and information about the incredible people and organizations that populate the Airborne Partnership Initiative behind Airborne Unlimited. And today, we are really including everybody because we're talking about EAA AirVenture 2016. With AirVenture only 10 days away, we have already started working with our partners that make Airborne Unlimited and AirVenture the fantastic event that it is. During AirVenture, we should probably change our name from Airborne Unlimited to Airborne Unhinged because of all the exciting subjects we'll be bringing you during our broadcasts from Oshkosh. The entire Airborne Unlimited crew, which will include Bree Cross, myself, our news editor Tom Patton, and of course, drumroll please, the boss, Jim Campbell. We'll be covering all that's going on, all that's new, and all that's cool. And don't forget, the entire Airborne coverage actually starts on Saturday afternoon, July 23rd, with the broadcast of our AirVenture Innovation Preview 2016. The ANN Airborne and Aero-News team, in cooperation and partnership with EAA, will again orchestrate and webcast a new product introduction online preview to the major announcements to come to Oshkosh. In short, each of more than 30 participants will be featured in individual snippets that will feature only AirVenture exhibitors and visitors with new products and programs to announce or otherwise to be seen for the first time at Oshkosh. We're proud to say that Aero-News Network has AirVenture covered like never before and like no one else can. After these messages, Boeing forecasts $5.9 trillion demand for airliners.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
The aviation industry is full of news, and we're summarizing a few of those other great stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. According to Boeing, worldwide demand for new commercial airliners will climb to 39,620 aircraft over the next 20 years. Boeing released its annual current market outlook at the 2016 Farnborough International Air Show. The estimated total value of these new airplanes is about $5.9 trillion. Ukrainian Helicopters Aviation has signed a contract for the retrofit of their 28 multi-purpose Mi-8 MTV-1 medium-lift helicopters with the Becker DVCS 6100 digital audio system. The medium-lift helicopter can perform a wide variety of air operations. CAE has announced at the 2016 Farnborough International Air Show a series of contracts with airlines in Asia, as well as the sale of 9 full-flight simulators commercial airlines and aircraft manufacturers and operators worldwide. These agreements are valued at more than $137 million. Virgin Atlantic Airways has selected the A350-1000 to become the latest aircraft in its fleet. The airline is purchasing 8 A350-1000s for deliveries commencing in 2019 and 4 new aircraft on long-term leases from Air Lease Corporation in 2020. The Aircraft Electronics Association announced the recipients of their annual Avionics Training Excellence Award, which recognizes AEA members for their commitment to training by participation in AEA-approved training programs. 50 companies received the 2015 AEA Award. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now, let's get back to the rest of the news. Here's a message for anyone that was at EAA AirVenture 2014 who worked on the Zenith CH-750 cruiser that is commonly referred to as the one-week wonder. The aircraft was built from its packing crate to ready for flight during the week of AirVenture, and thousands of workers signed their names to the bare aluminum with permanent ink markers. However, it turns out that the permanent ink is not so permanent, and many of the signatures have disappeared. Added to that, the plane is now going to be painted, and the call is out for anyone who signed their name to sign it again at AirVenture 2016. Here's the plan. At EAA AirVenture this year, a digital keypad will be used for the volunteers to sign. Signatures will be transferred to a permanent decal system, which allows the signatures to be affixed to the new paint job permanently. The one-week wonder will be located in the Home Builders Hangar during AirVenture 2016. If you helped build it, stop by and get your name on the plane again. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Keep flying. We'll see you tomorrow.